This is the Iowa Weather Report for Monday, July the 27th, 2015, and now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We have a trough moving across the northern Rockies and into the Intermountain West. That's going to be pushing to the east into our area by the later in the week. Bit of a ridge over us and down across the south and southern plains. That's going to keep the temperatures up today. Highs will be well into the 80s and lower 90s. Heat indices well up into the 90s to over 100 in some areas. It'll be very humid. It will be sunny today with maybe a slight chance of a shower by very late in the day and into the evening in our western counties. And this will push through the rest of the state here as we move into Tuesday. Likely we'll see one round in the morning and then a second round in the afternoon, evening, and mainly evening and into the overnight hours. Readings still very warm here on Tuesday, but as Wednesday comes around, that frontal system is now pushing off to the east. Could see some early morning showers and storms in our eastern counties, followed by some clearing and slightly cooler but much drier conditions. Highs back into the 80s, but dew points will be a lot lower. And that'll last through the day here on Thursday. Be much drier, partly to mostly sunny skies. Highs maybe 79 in the far northern and northeastern counties to about 86 or 87 in our southwestern counties. And then as we go into Friday, there's a slight chance there could be a shower or storm around. Chance probably about 20% or less. Otherwise, it's still going to be fairly dry and fairly sunny around the area with highs still around the 80s or so. A disturbance comes in this weekend here, Saturday and into Sunday. This could bring us several rounds of showers and thunderstorms. The timing still looks probably to be the evening into the overnight and into the morning hours. We'll fine-tune that as we move forward. This is Sunday, still showing a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity around. Will we see it in the morning? Will we see it in the evening? Will we see it all day? It's still up in the air at this point, but we'll keep watching it for you. Going into next Monday, we have this northwesterly flow that seemingly has been locked in for quite some time during this summer. Starting to come back once again. Ridge over the south and west. It's going to keep it hot there. Cool and fairly wet across the eastern Great Lakes into the New England states. Maybe a little bit of precipitation still around here by next Monday. Fairly hot and humid fairly hot in the southwest with some monsoonal moisture coming in from the eastern Pacific. Going into the extended period around the 7th of August, we still have a kind of a flat ridge over the Four Corners region, kind of a bit of a trough over the New England states and the eastern Great Lakes. We still have a west to west-northwesterly flow aloft, and that's going to keep us in with a somewhat active pattern of showers and thunderstorms. It's also going to keep our temperatures fairly close to seasonal levels for the early weeks of August, with readings likely in the upper 70s to mid-80s across the state. Going to the end of the period on August the 11th. The ridge is slowly moving to the east, but it's still going to remain a little bit to our south if this is to be correct. This would mean we would still be on the northern edge of it, so we would still have some activity around here, as is the case here. The GFS showing some showers and thunderstorms possible with some heavy rain, but this is 2 weeks plus out, so don't take that as a forecast at this point, but it's something we're going to keep watching for you in the next week or so. Satellite image from last evening. Showers and thunderstorms blowing up over the high plains of the central plains into the northern plains as well. A little bit of activity across the north and west. Some clouds with some showers across the Ohio River Valley into the mid-Atlantic and northeast. It was fairly quiet elsewhere, and you can see with the watch warning map just some heat advisories, excessive heat warnings across the middle Mississippi River Valley down into the Delta region. Some red flag warnings out west. Fairly quiet elsewhere across the country at this point. The KPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Friday evening at 7 o'clock, showing rainfall amounts around here about a half to 1 inch. Some areas may get more than that. Heaviest totals will be across Florida, where they could see maybe up to 2+ inches.